H-O.
Hey, you guys, welcome to Henshin Hangout. Henshin Hangout. We got Johnny back. Unfortunately, Justin's going to be gone for a little bit, but, we're going to hold you guys. Thank you so much for joining us on your Saturday. Like I always say, you could be anywhere else in the world, but you're here with us, and
we appreciate that.
So thank you for that. Let's move on to Strongest Battle.
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah?
Why
I know you love it because of Gokaiger.
Oh, but it's just
But we definitely, what were some of the highlights you thought about this episode?
As always, the fights were amazing, so the fights were super on point. I enjoyed a lot of the fights this episode. I like the continuation of the story, which was like super dope to see. I like the introduction of Doggy Kruger, being like
bringing him back.
Yeah, I mean him like investigating something and being a part of this, so that was super dope. I love the introduction of the Pink Ranger from what's that? Tokuger, thank you. It was interesting to see her do something, everything like that, with the power of like believing your dreams and seeing her whole goal is to help like bring the world together through food and bring this familial connection, everything like that. And she's like, it kind of cracked me up though. Like she's like, so no matter where you go, you eat the same food, and you always think to your family because all the food will be like taste the same type deal.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's low-key the goal of McDonald's.
Yeah.
McDonald's is like making a lot of food that tastes the same.
What do you think about?
You go. I was like dying, but that was cool though.
Yeah.
But I loved her dream and everything. That was dope to see.
I like the real reveal from the last episode is that who was actually under the mask of Guy's sword, but we finally figured out that. It's armor. It's not one person.
Yeah.
It's not one person, and the armor is going around trying to find, honestly, the strongest battle. So when in the last episode we saw that he had an invitation to the battle.
Yeah.
Which threw us all off because we had no idea
like, how did he get his invitation?
How did he get there? But now we learned that he took it from Luca.
Luca, poor Luca knows why I'm wearing my yellow today.
Yeah.
Luca, we gonna get you back. Luca. Don't you worry. Marvelous is coming.
Yep. So it's just a very interesting story, and we kind of see we anticipated this before that Rita is not everything is all cool with Rita. She's shady.
No.
She's
it was
shady.
dope as you were seeing it come out more and more and everything like that. Like by this episode, she's getting evil, and I gotta give them credit though. Like as Jesse explained to us like a couple weeks ago, that this is one of the main writers of Gokaiger and a couple other series and whatnot. This dude, the person in charge of this, the writing team, is doing a really tight 4 episodes. Like it's never like feeling boring. They're not wasting any time. The story is continuously progressing and whatnot. It's like I am loving where this is going, and I'm going to agree with Layla in the chat. I need my Luca too.
We need Luca back.
That was what I was so looking forward to this episode. When we started chatting, I was like, Luca gonna show up. Luca gonna get part of this. Luca about to give them hands, but hopefully episode 4.
Yeah. Do you think Ninja Red is strung up like Luca is too now?
I don't
know. Because at the end of the episode, Stinger the armor took over Stinger.
Yeah. So, I kind of feel like he may have abandoned that body somewhere, probably like in that cave or somewhere, where I think he keeps Luca around for like his backup because we still haven't found her. She's chained up somewhere.
Yeah. Why is he keeping her around for it?
I don't know. Well, he took. It'll be interesting to find out this whole origin because it seems like he took Luca first.
Yeah.
Which is so bad, because Luca was like a bad.
Because within the first 5 minutes, you saw that her fighting style was
exactly.
Yeah.
And from Gokaiger, she was such a bad A fighter.
Now let's talk about this battle with Zuranger Red and Gokai Red. This was bad.
Dude,
oh my
this
God.
Was so dope.
They even did this really cool mix up of their theme songs.
Yes. Yo, you picked up with that. Good job, Jezzer.
Yes.
Because I didn't know, because I know you haven't seen Gokaiger yet. So when they played the theme songs, I was like, this is so sick now.
They had and they're just going at it
and I like Farmer was like open up, he was like, let's see if you can follow my lead. And he just starts going there. And I love when he's like at the boxing gloves, like he's running in, but it's a slow mo with electricity.
Yeah, he's going like this. He's going like this.
It low-key reminded me of like Flash from the CW show.
Yeah.
But it was like I was like, this is so sick right now. This is such a good use of slow-mo special effects.
Is this the first episode where he actually used like the keys and changed into different Rangers?
No, he did that last episode too.
Yeah, because I feel like he has so many
Jezzer.
he has so many powers to use and he doesn't use them all.
Jezzer.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. If you're loving this, you've got to watch Gokaiger.
I will, man.
Because that's the dope part about Gokaiger. Because like Gokaiger does all of that, where they go through, they use all the different powers, and it's so dope.
I like how they didn't go with like the very popular Ranger keys too. Like he was going with different ones, especially since in the Strongest Battle we're seeing a lot of these other Rangers
too. Exactly.
Yeah, so I mean it's going to be pointless to be changing into them if that's their power.
Exactly.
But even Zolger Red, he had all these power ups, and they're just going to town on him. They're just going to town on him. What did you think about when we finally reveal what Marvelous's wish was and what had happened to him?
For who? Like,
for Luca.
For Luca, to save Luca?
Yeah.
Honestly, I kind of knew that from the get-go, but I love how the way they portrayed it, though, because, again, for the rest of the people on the team, people who may not have seen Marvels before, you're like, why is this guy so mean? Why is he being such a jerk? Why is he motivated by treasure? But then if you know Marvelous, you know from the get-go, it's like, no, Marvelous' goal is his family, it's his friends, it's his crew. And
he's kind of a dick, though.
Yeah, I don't see him now. I can't see it. He's just cool. He's just Marvelous. He just tells it like it is. But like you said, but the cool thing about Marvelous is though, like he may be like a little bit standoffish, but he's a man of his word and he gets your back. When they needed help, he was there. When someone does him a favor, he's like, I owe him a favor. I need to go pay him back. He is there. Like even like we saw that flashback with Doggy Kruger. Yeah. He was like, you're pretty cool.
Was that from Gokaiger?
Yes, it was.
It's a crossover.
Yes, it was.
Nice.
But that's what I was telling you because like the bad part, like as we talked about Zeal earlier, is that Zeal meets past writers or whatnot. They don't do what Gokaiger did, where you get to see this interaction between the two, and they learn lessons from them, and you get to learn about those previous series. With Gokaiger,
they kind of did it a little bit with Super Med Force, right? No, didn't they do that?
Anyway, with Gokaiger, you get to learn all the history though, so it's super dope.
Yeah.
But yeah, like this was such a cool scene to see.
Yeah, it was nice seeing Doggy Kruger come back from Deca Ranger. Another cool thing is we kind of figured out why they weren't able to call like Zords or anything. There's like the power, the interference, and I like that both Doggy Kruger and Stinger are both undercover, and they don't really have a horse in this race. You know what I mean?
You know what I kind of feel like this is, though, honestly? This feels like a response to Shattered Grid.
You think so?
In a way, because here's the thing. Shattered Grid, as we know over here in America, was like this huge thing. It was this huge crossover of like all this like Power Ranger continuity and everything like that.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure in Japan they know about it. They've seen it too. And they're like, oh, this is really cool. And then they were just like, I bet you we can do it better. And it's just like, and they do it live action like this. Yeah. Like, honestly, like, cause remember the whole, the Master Warfare, the whole, like, special they did and everything like that? Was that one episode? They've done a 4-episode series where they've done a huge crossover. And I'm not saying it's on the scale of Shattered Grid, but damn if it's not giving a lot of great, like, moments from, like, the Power Rangers from the Sentai history.
Yeah.
A lot of nods to a lot of different things, meeting past Sentai, just past Sentai Rangers and everything like that. It's so cool to see. And they got a lot of people to come back from it, too, which is dope.
Yeah, especially, what was it, the last one, or the second one, where they had Red from Goanger, or Wild Force. So, yeah, it'd be cool to see more of them, but we're down to one more episode.
I'm gonna be so
what do you think's gonna happen?
I'm gonna be so sad when it's done.
What do you think's gonna happen?
I don't.
What do you think? Like, really, what's the main goal? Like, what's Rita's main goal? What's Guy Sorg's goal?
I don't know. Like, honestly,
I feel like even though Rita played it off like she didn't know who Guy Sorg was, I feel like she does have a hand in where this armor came from.
For sure, but I think what's really smart about this though is that all of this is leading into the new series, which is super badass because Guy Sorg's armor, when you look at it looks just like the armor from this. So it's definitely going to lead into that. So I think we're going to see that. We're going to get answers and we're going to get the setup for the new team, which is going to be dope. So I think we're going to get that as well. We're going to get, of course, we're going to get an amazing final battle because we've already seen the ultimate forms in the intro.
Yeah.
So
oh my gosh.
So that's going to be sick off the chain.
Dude, it's going to be so much fun.
Honestly,
they went through that tournament really quickly through these episodes. Really quickly.
It was so good. Way quicker than the Tournament of Power for people who watch Dragon Ball Super. So much better than Tournament of Power, which is only supposed to be, 45 minutes. So much better.
But so many people love all the banter and everything from Dragon Ball, right?
Why do you do these things? Why do you hurt me, Jezzer?
I'm sorry. But yeah, and they're talking about Dice Aiden, who's coming back. I do want to see this final battle. I'm excited. Honestly, I'm excited. I'm excited to see what happens in the 4th episode. But I want to have this kind of like linger a little bit longer because I love these characters.
And what's dope is they're setting up cliffhangers as well. So every episode we're getting payoff, kind of like what I was critiquing Zio for. There's no payoff, but every episode we're getting payoff while setting up new things. So now we know what's happening with the armor and everything like that. And what does Marvelous do in the very last shot? He puts it on himself. Yep. You're like, Marvelous, why are you so badass? And so now next episode we're just like hoping Marvel's will be able to pull through and go save Luca, and then we'll get into this last episode.
Well, he's trying to access those memories that Stinger was talking about, and maybe because Stinger doesn't know Luca and everything, maybe like Marvelous can see some things that he doesn't see.
Exactly. So like,
but it's definitely a gamble. It's definitely a gamble as far as like. Trying to figure out.
I'll click his show for that for Leia's comment.
Okay.
Leia just her got bad for saying like my Luca will be back and I get to see my husband kick ass.
Yes, dude, I've forgotten how much love Gokaiger has gotten.
I honestly, like, here's the thing, like, next time we get some free time, we need to just go through, and I will be happy to watch the series again with you, because honestly, it is such a dope series. Yeah. And the cool thing about it is, though, it's like a Sentai cheat code in a way. Mm-hmm. If you haven't got a chance to watch all the history of Sentai, that series does a great job.
How many episodes? 50?
Yeah, just like a solid 50. And honestly, the final episodes, dude, the series just gets better with every episode.
First off, let me stop you there for a second. You guys, we really enjoyed this episode. While we continue talking, put your rating 5 out of 5 maybe, and how much you enjoyed this episode.
Mm-hmm. So out of 5, like, what is your rating right now?
So I mean, it's gonna. We have one more episode to go. Mm-hmm. What do you hope? What do you hope's gonna? Do you think Guy Sorg's gonna find his, his right? Ranger.
What I hope is going to happen, obviously, I hope Luca gets saved. One of my favorite characters. And so I hope that happens. I'm hoping that Marvelous will save her.
What if Marvelous becomes Guy Sorg and he goes into Ryusoulger?
Oh, man. No, I don't think that'll happen.
You don't think that's going to happen?
I think Marvelous is, that's why they kind of set him up. They haven't, like, made him, like, overpowered, but he has had this, like, badass way about him, where he is, like, the person on the team who's, like, do all these amazing things. So I want to see more of that.
What would you give it? This episode.
I love the mystery. I love the answers to mysteries we got. I love the build up. I love the cliffhanger. I love that fight scene. It was one of the best fight scenes I've seen in a while.
Mm-hmm. I did like the zipping between back and forth when you had the boxing gloves.
Honestly, I'd probably give it. The Doggy Kruger stuff was dope. The fight with the Pink Ranger was like pretty good and everything like that. It was dope to see that. Like, I will say that I was a little bit biased in a way. I was like, really?
What?
Doggy Kruger? Really? I haven't seen Tokuger, so I'm just like, I was like, Doggy Kruger's gonna lose?
There's one thing we were talking about. The scene where Pink Tokuger and Doggy Kruger were talking and kind of like planning out their attack. They had a scene where, they do that scene. It's a white room and then they're unmorphed. And then Doggy Kruger's just blue and hairy and she's like in regular clothes. It's like, why is he wearing his uniform? She's wearing regular clothes. Why isn't he wearing his uniform? Why is he naked right now? Oh. It's just kind of weird. Because, Justin said Tokuger that she's technically a little girl.
Yeah.
It's just weird. But, it's Doggy Kruger. Whatever. I do want to watch Deca Ranger, though. There's a lot. Like, one thing that... Look, oh, my God. Wait, is that clothes, though? I don't know. Or is that him? It's just weird. He still has like his bracelet and his.
Maybe that's his. Why? Oh wow, that is.
It's just weird.
But he has It says the runner thing. It says SPD. Maybe that's like a different jacket. I hope.
No, I think that's him. I think that's him. Honestly, though, like watching this Strongest Battle little mini series, it makes me want to go back and watch some of these Super Sentais, which is great. Like we have a lot of them from Shout Factory. Mm-hmm. They just announced Jetman is going to be coming out on DVD. So yeah, I do want to check those out, and I'm super excited. Are you excited for Ryusoulger?
Oh yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I do feel bad that for the fact that again they had to go to the dinosaurs, because Dragon season would have been dope. But I'm looking forward to seeing it. Like it's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, I think it's going to be fun. I like their costumes.
What rating did you give this episode?
Oh, let's see. You gave it a rating?
I haven't given one yet.
I will give it a 4.5 out of 5.
4.5 out of 5. Why
I feel
4.5?
I feel like the next one is going to be way better. I want to save. 4.5 out of 5. I mean, it's decent. That's decent.
Honestly, I'd probably have to give it... Yeah, I would agree with you. I give it 4.5 out of 5.
5-man. Correct. The chat says 5-man. My bad. Jetman already came out.
I have to give it a 4.5 out of 5. I thought it was amazing. I love the action sequences. I love the build of the story. My only disappointment was, again, I was hoping we get Luca this episode, because, I wore my yellow for Luca and everything like that. But yeah, so honestly, great episode this week. Yeah. I'm looking forward to next week.
I'm definitely looking forward to next week. And it'd be really cool if they have the like an hour special where they have the Strongest Battle, and then right after the premiere of Ryusoulger. But we're gonna have to wait a week.
We will.